of the host and the host only, and not those of Heidelberg Broadcasting, its ownership, or management.
Welcome, beautiful people. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to RFD Talk here live at WVOL 147, Nashville's Heritage Radio Station. Live here right in Nashville. We're super excited this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Come on in here, beautiful people. I am super elated this morning. This is our second Tuesday of January 2023. And what we know is this is our year. This is our moment. This is our time. And I am like super excited today. It's like the best day ever when I get to come in live here in the radio station. And I have a guest in the green room. So stay tuned. We're going to do our little morning chat with RFD, Coach RFD. And let me just slow down, take a deep breath with myself, and introduce myself to the radio listeners. Hello, radio listeners. Hello, podcast listeners. Thank you, YouTube followers. Thank you, Facebook followers. Like, share, and comment, because today we got a major guest in the green room. So just hold tight. I'm going to go over some fun stuff real quick, and then we'll take a commercial break. And after that commercial break, we'll be back with our guest. So just hang tight, beautiful people. It is RFD. So I'm ready to share who I am. I'm Robin F. David. Robin F. David, aka RFD. And we're live here at the RFD Talk, which is it's a national radio station. It's when you like, share, and comment, it's nationally. But we're stationed right here in the best Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. If you ain't been to Nashville, Cashville, you better come on down here. Come on down here, down yonder, here where we have fun, we have food, and we have family and friend time here in Nashville. So I'm excited here in Nashville. So definitely know if you are looking to be interviewed and you're in the Nashville area, come on down, join me. So welcome to RFD Talk. Let me share a little bit about who I am. I am a international speaker, Amazon bestseller. I am also a self-published author. I am also the founder of the Golden Foundation. I am also a facilitator. I am a certified life coach. What I do, I help women. My whole passion, all those titles are wonderful, but I am the Most High's favorite child, right? I am his favorite child. And all those things is me following him, okay? So I'm just following the Most High. Those titles are just something he allowed me to have in society, and he led me on those paths. So what I do is I help women and men with emotional self awareness, emotional self healing. I am your holistic coach. I help people learn how to come present with their purpose, present with hearing their divine purpose and calling in life. So when you learn how to listen, then you know what I do is help people learn how to renew their mind from emotional trauma, help women learn how to heal, go from powerless to powerful, how to embrace your experience in your past and move forward with purpose and passion with your pain. So I help women learn how to take their pain and turn it into purpose. And I'm also helping men learn how to have a balance as being a man, because men are also healing. As we heal as women, we are helping our men, and how we are such an influence to our men. So I definitely am open to helping men as well, but I work a lot with women. I hear a lot of women. And I've been on this path, you all, for 3 decades. Okay? 3 decades of the The Most High has been good to me. The Holy Spirit's been good to me. I tell you, He has started me early on my path. I started as a public speaker and Toastmaster. So years ago, I found myself always teaching women the power of loving yourself. It became more of a broad topic now. Most of the time, people call it self love and self care, but that's a broad topic. And definitely, I just want to niche into letting people know I help you get right in there to those emotional past experiences that have sabotaged you and have held you back and captive and has kept you from your limited belief system. So that's what I do, and that's who I am. And I definitely want to take a moment to thank my sponsors. I have some amazing sponsors. I definitely want you to reach out to my sponsors. When I said I'm so grateful to the Most High for these 3 decades on my path, like He put me on my path really early. I became a I became a salon owner. Uh, I've been a salon owner, did that for like about 15 years on my own full service salon. And then I worked and teach women how to do nails and all that fun stuff. So, and I actually do a lot of speaking in my churches with women. So it's been a path that's been fulfilled for a long time. And I'm very grateful to being on this path. So I definitely want to mention again, back to my sponsors. Um, and so I said the sponsor, the reason I was talking about me and my journey as well was the sponsor to Shave Me Down. Shave Me Down handmade body butter, which you can find that. You can find Shave Me Down on Facebook at Shave Me Down, or you can email Shave Me Down, shavemedown06@gmail.com. So that's what I use for my skincare at the present time. It's one of my favorite. I use it. I use it regularly, like religiously. And then we also want to thank our other sponsor. Let's see, my other sponsor, we appreciate, is Majestic Elegance Candles and Company, which is a soy-based, toxin-free, eco-friendly, crackling wooden wicks. And you can visit their website where you'll see an array of fragrance. And also RFD has my own collection of candles that you can order as well, which I partnered with Majestic Elegance, and she created the RFD candles. And I have lavender and peppermint. I'm very in tune to how to help you feel good. You know, Wendy Williams always say, how you doing? And I love her for that, you know. And I say, how you feeling? So candles are really nice to burn. The fragrance helps you in the morning. It invigorates you. You can burn a candle in the middle of the day and it can calm you. So candles are one of the things that I use as one of my self-care uh, tools. And definitely, I would like for you to please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're a YouTube viewer, please subscribe. If you are a Facebook follower, please subscribe to the RFD Talk. Please leave your comments. We would love to know your feedback and also be able to uh, know if you're getting the telephone number. If anything, if you don't mind passing that, if anything that we're discussing, because this is just not a monologue, this is a dialogue. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, your comments and feedback mean a lot to us here at RFD Talk. So we know that you're being served and you're being helped through this broadcast because we're here to serve you and to help you grow and heal and be the best version of yourself. So thank you for being, and please, again, um, your comments are important. And also, remember, if you are on the radio here live at WBOL, please call in. We like to have your comments. You can ask me or the guests some questions today. You can call in at 615-227-1470. And that will be what we'll have you do today. Please just call on in. And so, if you're on Facebook, right, one of the things I started this year is I was led to bring it back. One of my viewers was like, we really missed that. I really would like you to bring that back. And when I started about a year ago here at WOL, I started with the word of the week. And so I have a word for us for the week. And wow. And our word in the group is peace. The word for this week is peace. Peace. And for some of you who are just tuning in, let me share with you, I love the choice of the word for the week. I love words. The Lord has been really good to me. And one of the things He has helped me learn how to calm myself and be at peace with life is choosing words. And I was in meditation the other day, and I was, externally some things were happening. And I was like, Lord, I'm just sitting here in the presence with you. And He was showing me that He will give you inner peace. He'll give you peace that will surpasses all understanding. And so with that, I was like, you know what? I want to start leaving that comment in the RFD talk. If you leave your comment here on the show or leave it on the YouTube page, what the word peace means to you. The question today is, what does the word peace mean to you? If you want to call in and tell me what peace means to you, if you want to leave that comment in the here on the screen. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys on YouTube tuning in. Thank you for being here. So the word is peace, and you would like to hear your response. You need to tune in every week right here to RFD Talk. Well, your response may be shared here on the radio. So definitely be my Facebook follower and friend. I appreciate your support there and Instagram support. So now we know the word of the week. I dropped my phone, it fell on the ground. One of the viewers did send me in a comment, and I can't reach it right now. So we're going to just go by what, when the Lord was leading me with the word. I had a few comments yesterday left on the Facebook page, and I'll just do one of those simple ones to say in my mind, because the other one the lady sent me in my DM. That's the one I wanted to read to you all. But as I was setting up for success just now, my phone dropped on the ground. So maybe after the commercial, we'll take a second. We might come back to this, but I don't know if we'll have time to talk about it. But the word peace for me was really allowing God to just allow me to know that there's a solution to every problem and that He's always with me and never going to leave me. And I can be at peace no matter how life looks, right? And sometimes it can look really scary at sometimes in life, and it can feel very unpeaceful. And so one of the viewers may be watching today and may be listening. If you go to the page, you'll see their comment. I won't say the viewer's name, but one of the viewers said for them, peace meant like being unbothered at all, not unbothered with anything, and just not letting anything bother them. And I believe that when the word says he'll, in the word it talked about having a sound mind and that we with peace. And so I'm thinking, I believe that we can truly live here on earth with being unbothered. So it's just if we keeping our mind on what's important. And for me, gratitude is one of the things that keep me at peace and keeps me focused. So that's what the word for the week is. And you want to take that word with you every week. Every week I'll give a word, and you want to take that word with you every day of this week and just think about it. Just ponder on it and let it just resonate with you and remind yourself you can be at peace. There is no reason for you not to be at peace because God is always with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Okay, so that is one of the things we wanted to go over today. So our next segment before our commercial will be another thing that you'll find on my RFD Talk page. And I am like really doing my best to just have you guys engage with me because I am a person who like to chat, right? Like I love to talk. I love to listen. I like to be quick to listen. slow to speak, and slow to anger. So basically, I am a true speaker, but I definitely am here to hear your feedback. So on the Facebook page, RFD Talk, I know you guys are all joined that page, right? So on that page, and my listeners, join me on Facebook. It's facebook.com RFD Talk. And you can go to you go to my YouTube, it's Robin F. David, and my Instagram is RFD Talk. So I'm changing my YouTube to RFD Talk as well. So that should be an upcoming change. But when you go onto the page, we have a new segment this year, and it's going to be called it's Winning Wednesday. So we're calling it Winning Wednesday on the page. But what are your small wins for this week? So do anyone want to call in, or anybody want to text in the YouTube page or your Facebook page? And you can also text in there, what does peace mean to you? If you want me to share that real quick. And then you can also text in, what was your wins? What was your small wins for this week? And if you're on the pages and you leave a comment, I would love to share with our listeners here and our viewers here. What were your small wins? So I asked the Lord, if I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds, if nobody's texting anything or called in anything, I want to share with you some of my small wins for this week. Okay, you want to know, everybody? Y'all ready? Beautiful people? Beautiful people. Okay, so RFD, you want to know what happened, Mr. H? I've been getting up with the roosters. The Most High been getting me up 4:30 in the morning, like RFD. I'm like, Father, can I just sleep in? It's cold. He's like, I need you in meditation. I was like, me in meditation? Okay, okay, okay. So I've been getting up with the Most High, and I've been praying. And he has me. I invited my beautiful, amazing children. You have one big win. You have one big win. I only have one big win. Okay, yes. Thank you for sharing, Vern. I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate Vern. I'm going to be on the show tonight, so let me share that before our guests come. I'm going to be interviewed tonight on YouTube, so you definitely want to go to my RFD Talk, because I'm going to be on Elevate with Vern. I'm super excited, guys. You got to come on. I'm getting interviewed. RFD, you hear me, Mr. H? RFD's getting interviewed. I said, Lord, you is good and good up. He is getting gooder and gooder. I said, Holy Spirit, you the best. You the man, right? So he got me on an interview tonight, y'all. Y'all better tune in to the YouTube interview. It's an exclusive. So RFD really don't know what the Most High gonna ask me. I know I've been following this amazing lady. She came down. I'm going to be interviewed by her tonight, and she's on the show with me today. And she came down here from that to a women's event, which was Cameo at Cameo Bobo. Excuse me, Holy Spirit. Cameo Bobo. I like had a brain moment. Cameo is my friend. I do know her name. So Cameo Bobo, she's gonna be coming here too. So mark the calendars for January the 23rd. She's releasing her new song. It's gonna be released right here. January the 23rd. Okay, Cameo Bobo in the house. We gotta confirm that, but we did talk last night. It was like Cameo said, I'm coming, RFD, I'm coming. I said, okay. Cameo Bobo connected me with this amazing lady who came down here on faith, y'all. She flew in to the International Nashville Airport. RFD was in the place, right? Having another Cameo experience. Cameo came in my life last year. Some of y'all might not know. I met her on Facebook, through Facebook. We're both from West Tennessee. So, West Tennessee, the best side of Tennessee. Okay. So we from West Tennessee. And so we got that same soul connection. And so with that being said, I'm going to be interviewed by her great friend who came down here And the Holy Ghost used her, and she shared word with us that this is our year. God is moving. She was, I mean, this lady is powerful. I'm like, I'm going on her platform. So she's powerful. You want to follow her on Instagram. You want to follow her on her YouTube page and check out the interview. It's exclusive. So I don't know how the Holy Spirit is going to use her tonight, but she was used here in Nashville. And I also got to just say this one thing about Vern. Elevate with Vern. She took off on faith, that leap of faith, and she flew in. That was her first flight. And one thing we have in common, that was your first flight into somewhere. But about two decades ago, my first flight was out of Nashville's International Airport. That was my first flight. So I related to her story when it means to like believe God and to do something different so that something different can happen, and you can meet greater people and other people by just stepping out your comfort zone. So she flew into Nashville, but it reminded me when I listened to her saying how she was, anticipating this flight. She didn't know what flying was going to be like, and it was going, her first time. I remember that it was my first time flying out of Nashville airport, and I've been flying all over the world since. Jet setting next month, you guys. I'm going to be jet setting to Mexico, so stay tuned. I'm going to do my birthday over there. I'm doing an international solo RFD trip, and that would be my first time flying by myself internationally. Yeah, so it took 2 decades, but it's happening, y'all. It is happening. RFD is going out of the country. Okay. So we are about to do a commercial. Let me see. So we got the wins. Well, let me tell you what my wins was. So I got up early. That's one. I want to say that real quick. Just recap. Start getting up early. The most I've been downloading. Got me all booked up for the least next 6 weeks with amazing guests. So stay tuned in. So that was what I won. Those was my big wins getting up with the most high. He started like, you need to call. You got to follow up with girl. You remember I brought that person past that part. So he got on me. I got guests coming in for the 2023. So be set your notifications. Stay tuned for those amazing guests coming up. And there was one other win I had this week. Oh yeah, so I've been very consistent in my journaling. I had got a little slack in my journaling. So once you meditate and you do your prayer, and of course I do my praise dance. In my apartment, they be like, that little lady over there always worshiping. My apartment be hallelujah. They be like, she got the joy of the Lord. It's her strength. And so I was over. So yeah. So writing in my journal, being consistent writing in my journal, reminding myself that the Lord has great plans for us here at the RFD Talk, and the connections you meet in this year are very valuable. And I'm super excited for the next guest. So we're going to take a quick commercial because we got the evangelist Darryl Jones in the green room. He been waiting. I can't wait to speak with this powerful young man. I met him on Facebook. I am a big Facebook person, y'all. And I was on there and I heard his music. So we're gonna hear his music today. We're gonna hear his story today. So tune in. Don't you change that station. RFD got my guest on next. Enough with me, guys. We're going to go right into my guest, and we're going to have an amazing day today. Okay. Love you guys. Hold tight for this commercial. Then we'll come back with Evangelist Darryl Jones in the green room. Come on in. Mr. Jones, we'll have you in just a second.
Are you in bad pain? You know what I mean. Your knees hurt. Your shoulder hurts. Your elbow and back are constantly killing you. And I'm sure you've tried every pain pill or cream available at the drugstore. Am I right? Well, here's something you haven't tried. Pain Magic. Pain Magic is not available at any drugstore. The only place you can get it is by calling the special toll-free number I'm about to give you. And to make things even better, call right now and find out about our buy one, get one free offer. We're so confident it'll work for you that we offer a free bottle with your purchase. No prescription required. Call now to learn how you can get Pain Magic and get rid of your pain. Remember, your results may vary. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. 800-221-2261. That's 800-221-2261. Are you 60 plus and love to travel? Introducing the Senior Travel Discount Network, brought to you by Low Cost Airlines. Call us anytime, day or night, and save up to 75% on your airline and hotel reservations. We can help you save a ton of money to fly almost anywhere. We have inside discounts on over 500 airlines and 500,000 hotels worldwide. And when you call and mention the discount code 60 plus, we'll give you an extra free night with your qualified. 210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. 210-503-9283. That's 210-503-9283.
Welcome back, beautiful people. Welcome back to RFD Talk. Welcome back, family and friends. And thank you, fans, for being here. We appreciate you. This is the moment that you all been waiting on. Now, y'all know I had to come and just share a little bit of my little segments. But first, before we go into this, gentleman, of course, one of the segments we always got to remember, because RFD is a person about how you're feeling and how you're thinking. How you're thinking affects how you're feeling. So we're going to take just 3 deep breaths, because I'm going to let him introduce himself. I could not wait to this moment. I was like, oh my God, I got this amazing gentleman. I told the Most High, I said, Lord, the Holy Spirit, you are leading this dream that I'm living. And I get to cross a gentleman that I listened to his song. We're going to play his song today, so hold tight. We're going to chat with him quickly. We're going to put the song on, and so we can all, know who he is complete. So let's take the RFD 3 deep breaths with me. I love those breaths. We're going to take just 3 deep breaths before we get this interview going. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more deep breath with me so we can center ourselves and become present. Breathe in. Breathe in joy and release stress. All right. Welcome, Evangelist Darryl Jones in the house. Hello.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Nashville? I'm excited. I'm honored. And I love Nashville. I love Nashville.
You do?
Nashville.
Oh my
Yeah, I've been there twice.
We would love to have you in the studio right next to us. I know that you are the man to have in the place right here. But thank you for loving Nashville. Nashville is a cool place. Now tell us, Evangelist Darryl Jones. I got your bio, but I definitely don't have it right in front of me because I did drop my phone, right? So all that's dropped down there. So I'm gonna need for you to just share with us who you are and how you became this great evangelist, artist, all the great things about you.
Okay, well, first I want to say I'm a husband of 10 years to my beautiful wife, Angela Jones, my co-writer, my everything. I'm also a father of 6 kids, 4 girls, 2 boys, my youngest being 6, my oldest being 20, and I got teenagers in between. I've been rapping for the last over 20 years. I've had so many different changes. When I first started at like 19 years old, I wanted to be like this lyrical rapper. I wanted to model myself after Nas. And then later on, I wanted to be like Mace, Fabulous. And then when I moved to Georgia, it's when I rededicated my life back to Christ. So then I started doing clean hip hop, right? Just music with no cussing, but, talking about other things. So then when I got married, and I got myself centered with Christ and everything, I wanted to make gospel, but also inspirational music, right? Music that will inspire you, that will empower you, that just also is not just clean, it has a call to action to it. And that's what the single All Things is about, is a call to action. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Philippians 4:16, one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, because it means what we can do. You know, we serve a God that does, but we also serve a God that empowers us to do things. But Jesus said, we will do greater work. So I'm all about faith and belief and doing. The song you're about to listen to, how I became evangelist, was I got a license to be an evangelist because I love people. I love sharing. I love sharing the gospel. I love talking to people. I love sharing my testimony of what I've been through.
Tell us a little bit, and congratulations on all your success that you shared just now.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your testimony. What was some of the things that you, as a young artist, Black man, and before you got to, like I said, your success to who you are now, what was some of the challenges that you may have faced before?
Well, the number one challenge I faced, as I had a very abusive childhood, traumatizing to the point of attempted suicide twice when I was younger. Very, very traumatizing childhood, not much support, family issues, just jail, arrest, drug addictions. I was in special ed. I took the short bus to school. I was bullied really, really, really bad. I was sick when I was young. So I had a lot of things trying to hold me back. I mean, the enemy had his hand on me when I was young. I mean, I was almost taken out the game when I was sick because of asthma attacks. Then if it wasn't the asthma attack, it was going to school getting spit on, choked, bullied, beat up. If it wasn't school, I was going to the babysitter, get bullied and starved and hurt. If it wasn't that, I was going home. You know, I didn't really get along with my older brother. It was just, and I'm from New Jersey, so it was pain. It was a lot of pain. But I always had a talent. I always had a dream. It was a dream that kept me alive. A dream will keep you alive. Hope kept me alive. When I was young, I wanted to be an artist. I used to make comic books. And if it wasn't the artist, I used to play basketball. I was really good. So I wanted to go to the NBA. And if it wasn't the NBA, I wanted to be a comedian. If it wasn't a comedian, I wanted to be a dancer. And then rap came into my life. I wrote my first rap song in 1990. I wrote my first rap song in 1992, but I took it serious in 98 with my cousin Bobby, which was my first rap partner. When we wrote that rap song, I wrote the hook. It was called Children of the Corn. We got it going on. It had a really good response, right? And I was like, wow, this is something that I can do that can get me away from my childhood of being taught less than and abused and bullied and called ugly and every name I could think of in the book every single day of my life. So when I started rapping, I felt something. It gave me a little bit of power. It gave me a little bit of prominence, like, you know, I can do this well. So when I first started rapping, it was everything to me. Music was everything. I used to be a battle rapper, right? I used to go through the streets of New York and New Jersey and battle rap. I had a lot of anger in me that I did not know. Had a lot of anger in me that I did not know because of my childhood and how I was treated. And then I started working out. So working out and the rapping went coincide together. And I will say that God used fitness as a way to get my attention back to him. Because as I started to work out, my confidence started to build. And then I started to want to then I started to want to live a different lifestyle. So I'm going to tell you everything. So after I started working out, I started working at retail stores. And there was this lady who said that I should dress different. She said, I'm not called to wear baggy jeans, Timberlands, and hoodies, and baggy leather jackets. At the time when everybody was dressing like that. So I was always called to be different. I was always going against the grain without me even knowing. God was always separating me. So when I started wearing like really tight jeans, I was wearing skinny jeans back in 1998. I was wearing fitted shirts when this wasn't popular.
Okay.
And so it wasn't popular at all, but I felt the lady said, this is your journey. She said, when you dress different, it's going to separate you. You're going to think different. Because I was like everybody else. So now I'm working out. Now I'm doing rap. But I got this. I look like Kanye in 1998. I look like Kanye West before people even knew who he was in like 1998. So it was interesting. All of that is what allowed me to be different. I had to think different. In order for me to survive and get to who I am today, I had to do something different. I couldn't be like everybody else. God didn't allow it. He actually blocked. I tried my hardest to fit in with the crowd. And the more I fit in, the more I was rejected. He never let me fit in. From the age of 6 to 42 years old today, I've never been able to fit in. I've always had to be different, but now I understand a little bit more why God called me to be different, because if I had fit in, I can't reach people, I can't inspire. So all of that pain, rejection, fortitude, confidence, ego, repentance, jail, a lot of second chances is what created the man of God sitting in front of you today.
Wow, you are not even in the room with me right now. And I don't always get those kind of feelings. And what feeling just came over me is like I just felt the Most High, like, you are genuinely amazing, inward, outward. You are in your purpose. You're doing what God has assigned you, and that is such an awesome testimony, because I do believe that the pain that you shared, some of the pain you shared with, I can relate to that as a young woman. You know, I always look back at the young pain that RFD experienced, right? And it always you and kept you on your lane and in your lane, even though you were like failing at, at first you're like, I am falling into what they say about me, because that was how I felt like we do at first. We like, oh, and then you had God sent the lady along your path to tell you, no, young man, you need this, right? I want to share with you what you need to be focused on. And I think that's such amazing how the Holy Spirit, and you also alluded to having a dream. I want to go back to that. You said something about having a dream. And I think that's, our listeners need to understand that. Like, you have a dream when you're a child, right? And we have circumstances that suppresses that, it clouds that, it makes it feel like it can't come to pass. But then God sends you people along the way, like, no, this is what you need to be doing, and starts to shape you. Like, you started to get your confidence when you decided, like, I have a dream to be, when you were saying that you had to have a dream, you held on to that dream and you was like, I'm gonna fight for this dream no matter what I've been through. And that is, I love it. Because on the way here, that's what I was saying to the Most High. Like, he was like, yeah, know that you fought to be here, to live your dream, to walk into your purpose. You had to fight for the dreams that are put in your heart as a kid, even though you made things maybe had, happened in your life, right? So congratulations that you were willing to surrender to the dream that God had for you, and you wasn't swept away in the hype of the society of, I want to be cool and do what everybody else is doing. You followed your own path, is what it sounds like you're saying to me. And that is such something to be proud of, I would say, Evangelist Darryl, to be proud of yourself. And congratulations to you understanding that, yeah, sometimes the word says to us that, right, he'll separate us, right? He'll sanctify you to the side, right? He puts you in your own little, like this, I'm gonna protect you against all these things that have happened to you. And we're gonna take that pain and make major purpose to it. So congratulations on your success with your marriage. Your sound like you have a beautiful family of children. Sound like your quiver is full. Keep probably real active and busy. We're gonna play your song here in just a moment. So that is awesome. So how many siblings or do you have that you had to stand your ground or find yourself in the midst of?
Well, I got one brother, I got one sister, but I come from a family of fighters, as you will say.
Okay,
We we
okay,
we we were the my name in New Jersey, the Jones family. My brother was the original 50 Cent. So you just got to
okay,
put that he was the original. I come from a family of bodybuilders.
okay.
Everybody's muscular, nobody's small. There's no way around it. That just wasn't what it was. Everybody's from my cousin to my uncle to my father. You know, my mother is a marathon runner. So I just come from a physical family, right?
Wow.
But I was the only one that wasn't physical. It's like I was like Chris Rock in the family of 50 Cent and Queen Latifah's. You know, my sister, if I could say anything, was like a Queen Latifah, and then my brother was a 50 Cent, but then I was a Chris Rock. So I couldn't fight, but I could talk and I could, entertain you. And
Okay.
that's kind of how I had to survive. I kind of had to, entertain you. I had to make you laugh, or I had to joke on you. I had to do something. This was how I had to survive. There was no way around it. That's what I've been doing for a long time until I finally came to peace with it. But yeah, so I got just a mother and I got a brother and a sister. My father died when I was 6, and my mother. So I was raised with my mother, and my mother raised me. She raised me very special. She raised me for her. She raised me for her. So yeah,
That's good. Oh
yeah,
yes, I get it. And
yeah.
she really like. Were you her baby?
Yeah, I'm the baby. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
She
yeah.
raised me for her. Yeah,
Well, that makes sense because I
yeah.
know what that means to be the baby and how we sometimes mothers we are really like, this is my baby and I'm not doing this again. So you probably got a lot of more attention and
Yeah.
what she wanted to do with you and guide you more. Well, it sounds like you come from a really good family and fighters
Yeah.
and see how you understood your space in the place. All right. So one other question I'll ask. So when your music, when it started to affect people, that's when you realized that this is really where you wanted to be.
Yeah, when it started to change me and I started to care about the lyrics, and then, I started to care more about what I wanted to do for somebody. I mean, I wanted to be famous since I was 7. I'm not gonna lie to you. And since I was 7 years old, I felt something in my spirit that said I'm gonna be famous one day. And my mother would always say that, because I was always sick as a young boy. So nobody knew how this thing was gonna go. My asthma was really bad, and it was like always bad. So, but I just knew that as I got older, my music started to inspire people. And one day I think I was in South Carolina, and I had just finished performing. And at the same time I was ministering, and she said, "This is what you're called to do. Don't you ever stop it." But at the same time, I'm like 37 years old. I'm not young anymore, right? So I'm like, man, but when she said that, and we just continue, man, and my wife is very, very, very supportive of me, getting this dream. I may be a little older, but I just believe sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it does.
I
Yeah.
just want to step in on that, evangelist Darryl Jones. We're gonna play your song after this comment. Well, okay, remember I said this morning that I heard in my spirit like the only thing that is consistent is change, right? So I'm
Yeah.
driving through Nashville. I see all these, you know, things that used to be there that's not there anymore. I was like, Lord, and he was like, the only thing that's consistent is change, Robin. You're changing inwardly and outwardly more than you could even keep up with, right? And
Yeah.
what I'm getting to is I was like, you know, as I was getting prepared, I was like, Lord, what are you saying to me? He was like, you are, I know you're matured in age, right? And I
Yeah.
remember radio and television came to me really early in my life as well. And speaking and being in front of people and knowing I'm willing to be great came to me really long ago. Some
Yeah.
people just seeing where I am now, right? But
Mhm.
this is like a 3 decades of following the Holy Spirit,
Amen.
Spirit evolving and changing and growing and adapting to, you know, learning Facebook and learning StreamYard, you know. But there is not an age in the kingdom, right?
Yep.
I want to
Yeah.
say to my brother. In the
Yeah.
kingdom, he doesn't have an age on us, and we, we are to evolve and become what we were designed to be and become, long as we stay in the presence, pursuing our purpose and serving the community the way that we feel good about serving the community and serving others. I think that you're right on time. I think you're
Thank you.
right on time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going on a my first solo international trip for my birthday. We're about to play it, but it's for my nickel. If you come, we're gonna have to email it though. Can we email it to now? Can you email it? Mr. H was looking on our email. We need to have it. I apologize. I thought it came through. It didn't come through. So we
Okay.
need. Can you? What's our email here?
Yeah. Give me a second. I gotta make sure I got.
Can you play it? Can you play it from there? Mr. H is asking me that. I don't know. Can you play it?
Okay, because I wanted to give you the all right, because I could play it from Spotify. I mean, I could send you the Spotify link. Which one would you need?
Right there where he's talking.
Well, no, I don't know if you can, because he said I'm trying to figure this out, y'all.
Yeah, it's all right.
I thought the email came with the MP3. It didn't show up. So,
Okay, I'll email it. I'll email it. 1 second.
well, I would have to. He said we will not be able to. So, can you play it from there? I'm just going by what I got over here.
All right, all right, all right. Let me know if you can hear it.
He said we'll be able to hear if you can play it from there.
Okay, I'm gonna play the Spotify version, not the
Yeah,
radio version. Give me 1 second. I'll have it for you.
you're fine, and I do apologize. Take your time. Elevate with Vern said, take your time. We are having a little we're fixing we're gonna try to play a commercial while he's finding the song. We're gonna play a commercial. We'll be right back.
In bad pain.
Uh-oh.
Your knees.
Okay, he's back.
Can you hear it?
No,
Wherever his voice is coming from, that's where this needs to come from.
right, but he's playing it. We can't hear it. I can't hear it. We can't hear it. No, we can't hear it.
Because I thought you were going to be playing it off the speaker when you said bring the speaker.
Oh no, I emailed.
No, it didn't come back. There was nothing but the email. That's all.
Oh no. Okay, so it didn't go through. Hold on, guys. I apologize for the delay.
Don't worry about it.
Are you playing it now?
No, I stopped playing it because they said they couldn't hear it. Do you want me to try to email it to you again?
We can't.
He said he wouldn't. He wouldn't. We wouldn't be able to something. I'm not sure what my producer is telling me that he won't be. Can you try to play it again? Or oh goodness, I apologize. I did
No,
not.
that's all right. Do you guys have the computer? Do you have a computer where you at?
I do, but he wouldn't be able to something.
He sent to your computer.
Yeah, I have it here, but I would have to send it to you for you to play it though, wouldn't you? I couldn't play it from my computer. He's saying, can you play it from this? I have a computer right here, so he's saying, can we play it from the computer that I'm on? But I'm not sure, guys, what to say. Oh, this is not the way I intended this. Can you tell us where you can find your music, and then we'll have to try to.
Yeah, you can find it all over. Just type in Evangelist Darryl Jones. It's called All Things. Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Apple. It's just called Evangelist Darryl Jones, and it's called All Things.
It's called All Things. Oh
Yeah.
wow! I don't know what happened with the MP3. You guys were supposed to be having that downloaded before we got on the air today, and
Okay.
I apologize that it didn't. But we're still gonna play your song. I'm gonna play. I'm
Okay.
gonna I'll send it out again, and that way we'll have it played here at the radio station, because that's the whole interview, was to
Yeah.
listen to your song, because
Yeah.
I heard it the other day on the radio and I was like, it is so fine. And I was like, everybody needs to hear this song. So again, I apologize to listeners and the viewers. We had a technical challenge,
It's okay.
and it's okay. These
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
And we're still gonna have a good day. But like I
Yeah.
said to you, I still think that, we, as long as we're following your purpose, that is
Yeah.
such a thing that you're doing, not to really. And I met a lady. I got to tell you this. I met a lady who made it with, and I met her maybe about 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, and she said to me, she said, Robin, God has something amazing and special for you. And she said, stay on your path. She told me to
Okay.
stay on my path. She said, because don't put a age on it, right?
Yeah.
Because what happened was she became Universal Studio. Her name is Betty Levert. And I met her. I got to go to her VIP section, and she sung and performed here in Nashville. And actually, I polished her nails and her toes. By trade, I'm a nail technician.
Yeah.
So it was about 6 years ago. I met her, serviced her. She came into the spa where I was working, and we had a session. She was like, "You're my daughter's age. My daughter is not in the space where you are." She said, "But this is what I see over you." And she started with Motown when she was young, back when and if you look her up on Wikipedia, after she left the salon, I looked her up, and I went to her concert in Nashville. I actually was excited that she had put me on her. She said, I have a short list of VIP guests, and she put me on there, and I was so excited that she did that for me, and that was really fun. And then I looked her up, and what had happened was, and she was a part of Motown back when other people became big at that time, when she started with them. She had some 45, some little records that she had been a part of, but her day of was like in her early 60s when Universal Studios signed her. That was her big sign on, right? She's like, I
Yeah.
just signed on, Robin, by one of the largest studio that you can have, right? As a singer, entertainer.
Yeah.
And then on Wikipedia told her story, how she had been in the game forever, right? And then so I hold on to that all the time. Sometimes when I be like, well, my website still got to, I got to redo my website. I got to do all my TikToks, and I got to do all this reels, and I got all these things I'm thinking I have to do, and I'm gonna be there in 23, right? It's going, I'm gonna be on the major television in 23 at the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? You got all these right now goals, right? And we really want to, like, the world need to know and hear my song, right? And know who I am and all the struggle I've been through. But I always hear her saying, don't put a time to it. Because I believe in the kingdom, there is no time, right? It's just keep on your path, keep serving, keep showing up, and keep giving yourself and others your best. And that God rewards you when you digitally seek Him, right? So I
Yeah.
have like 3 C's that I live by. It's one of my C's I want to say is practice, right? So I'll practice, and then one is number 2 C will be prepare, and then number 3 C will be perseverance, right? Those are the things that I learned that has brought me to this place. So I'm really honored that you made time this morning. I do apologize to our viewers, listeners,
All
but
right.
I'm going to get this song played on this radio station. We'll figure that out. I'll make sure the email is here. However, we're going to do that, because I definitely want to hear it myself. So you got to tune back in, Evangelist Darryl Jones, because your song gonna get played on the RFD Talk Show. Because that's what I want
Listen,
to do, and
I'm
that's what I
honored.
really, and I have to keep my word, right? Because it
Yeah.
makes me feel complete. That I wanted to hear the song so I can get my praise and joy out, because
Yeah.
it's such a great song. So again, tell us how we're gonna stay in contact with you. Stay tuned, each and every one of you, because I am gonna play the song. I'll put it in the Facebook page. I'll make sure you all hear this song. I'll be blasting him and showing him again. some clips of our view and everything, because the song, when I seen it, his children was playing it his wife was playing it in the car, and I was like, yes, Jesus. It was just amazing to hear this young man's voice and how he really sings from his heart. So I really wish you guys could have heard that today. So tell us again how we're going to stay in contact with you, and I'm definitely going to make sure this email stuff get resolved, because I don't want this to happen again, especially when I have an amazing guest like yourself.
All right. Well, listen, guys. You guys can reach me Facebook, Darryl Jones, Instagram, The Real Darryl Jones, Twitter is Darryl Jones. Go on Spotify, Evangelist Darryl Jones. I'm honored to be here, guys. I'm thankful, man, for even opportunity to share my story. That's one thing I'm never afraid to do, is share who I really am and where I come from and how I was able to overcome. Because, to get to be somebody, you got to overcome something. You got to have some tenacity. You got to have perseverance. Your story may not be my story, but you have a story. Those are what makes great people, right? So I'm thankful to be here. Thank you so much, Robin. I really appreciate that. Listen, but one thing I can ask you guys to do is I put it in the chat. If you could call Holy Culture Radio, I want to do a campaign to get my song #1. I put the number in the chat. But if you could call 1-833-723-4642, just kindly say, hey, play All Things by Evangelist Darryl Jones. Do it as much as you want. I'm thankful for that as well.
Now, tell me that number again, because I have to text it on this side to make sure that it goes. Some of that number.
It's 1-833.
1-833.
723. 4642.
4642.
Yep, just say, hey, I want to play Evangelist Darryl Jones, All Things. Either leave a message or you talk to the DJ yourself.
Please dial in, you guys. Each and every one of you, please make this call, because the song is such a song that you want to praise, worship, and we want his song to be #1. That was one of the reasons I was led, like I said, to invite him, and for him saying yes really made me really so excited this morning. I could not wait to have this interview again. I would love to have you back in our near future. If you have time to come back, definitely want y'all to follow him on all of his platforms, join him on his pages, and just stay in touch with this amazing brother. We appreciate you starting our year off. Much success for your campaign, that your song will, ride the top. It hit the top. Those type of things can and are going to happen for you. Anything is possible. It's all things are possible, the name of the song. And I just want to say thank you again. It's been a pleasure. For everyone who tuned in today, like I said, we appreciate you following us here at RFD Talk. Please leave your comments. Please join us next Tuesday. I will have another guest, and we'll be doing this again. Was there any other things that you would like to say before we wrap it up? We got like 60 seconds.
Yeah, I want to say my wife too should be a guest. I want you to follow my wife. They have a dope show called Women Empowered Morning Show. Ladies, you can wake up, be empowered, you hear the word. So her name is P. Angela Jones. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. It's called the Women Empowered. It's a dope morning show. Please tune into that, and you can get her as your guest. You can get the whole squad as your guest. Matter of fact, all of them, and that'll be dope for your show as well.
I want them on my show. I just text one of the girls. I had Sparkle last year, right? So thank you for that 60-second plug right there. Hi, Angela. Hello to the Women Empowered. I cannot wait. Yes, thank you. I cannot wait to meet some more of the women on the panel. I had Sparkle out here last year when I started here. And so Sparkle and I know each other from Murfreesboro, and we're about to wrap it up, guys. But I reached out to Angela, and I was like, hey, congratulations. I see y'all syndicated women.
Yeah.
I said, this is syndication. I already see it. I'm on their team. I'm like, go, go, go. I just
Yeah,
told
yeah.
Mr. H, this is all the year for us, especially us caramel black and mocha women. It's
Yeah.
our time to just be bold, beautiful, and live it and be it. And I am super excited for your wife and all the women on the panel. I don't want to say the names wrong, but I do know Sparkle. She
Mhm.
came out here and she was so empowered last year. She left me like, oh, like, you go, girl. But I want to save this video, so I got to wrap it up because
All right, peace.
I got to use it again in the near future. I love you guys. Congratulations. And tune in to all those great programs. Have a great day.
All right,
RFD, love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye bye.